Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about school toilets, but not because they're especially disgusting or anything, they're just weird. Like there's one set of girls' bathrooms, and I don't know why I specified girl because also they're not bathrooms, because who has a bath at school? That's not a thing. Is it a thing? I hope that's not a thing. But in these particular toilets there are 5 toilets as in cubicles, not just sitting there. And 5 is a fine number, that's an okay amount of toilets. I don't think I've ever been there when I've had to queue to use the facilities, so it's fine, 5 is fine. But then there's 10 sinks. Why would you have 10 sinks? Even if there's like 6 people needing to wash their hands, you don't need 10 sinks. You've still got 4 left over, just sitting there, feeling sad because no one's wanting to wash their hands in them. Another thing about this unnecessarily large number of sinks is that they are unnecessarily small. They're tiny, they're really low down, and they're also like they're just small. Even taking into account that I am quite tall and also in the older half of the school, these sinks are really small. Like they're smaller than any sink I've ever seen anywhere else, like in someone's house. So if people can wash their hands at home, then they can wash their hands at school. So even if there's some really small girl in first year and she has to reach to be able to wash her hands, it's not a massive problem. I mean, why cater for this probably non-existent one person when there's like over 1,000 people in school? It's not logical. As well as having double the amount of sinks as there are toilets, there's only one hand dryer, which is, I mean, what? So even if there's never a queue for the toilets, and obviously there's never going to be a queue for the sinks, there's nearly always a queue for the hand dryer, and it's not even a good one. It's not even a Dyson one. I think it's Dyson. It's not good. It's rubbish. It's just, ugh. So you have to use the hand dryer for a long time to get your hands dry, but there's always a queue. There's always people behind you, and it's awkward, and you end up going and your hands aren't dry, and you had to bend over for the sink, and it's a stressful environment. It's not even like there's paper towels available, so you could have other options. It's the only option. Why? That's not the only annoying thing about the toilets in our school. There are like 2 sets of toilets that got done up a couple of years ago, and they didn't make them better. Why would you put money in something to not improve it? Like they painted the walls green and yellow. I don't have anything against these colours particularly, but when you put them together, it doesn't look too good. It makes you feel a bit queasy, so I guess it's kind of convenient that you're in the toilets at the time. So instead of getting in some nice sized sinks and some really good hand dryers and maybe even the option of paper towels, they got in these weird metal things that have soap and water and air in them, and they're meant to be convenient because it's all in one place, but they're not convenient because they're rubbish. Half the time soap doesn't come out, or water doesn't come out, or there's not enough water, and the air is just like feeble and doesn't dry your hands. And again, no paper towels, no other options. It's not even like, oh, if your hands aren't dry you can just use the hand dryer again, because then you have the danger of getting soap or water on your hands again when you go through the whole cycle to try and reach the air. I don't know why they exist, and I think they shouldn't. I feel like that's probably enough toilet talk for one day. I'm out. I'm just gonna go now. Bye. Oh my god, the hand dryer! Oh my god. Your input is not necessary, nor is it welcome.